parked in a reserve spot located behind the Speedway office. It has cars blocked in and needs to be removed, or otherwise it will be towed. Again, it is a Ford F-150 license plate number ZXG2336. You are in a reserve spot. You need to remove your car, or it will be removed for you.
Fans, we thank you so very much for coming out on a hot, humid night at the Port Royal Speedway. Lights are out on top of the John Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck. Mike Wagner, Justin Whittall, row 1. Row 2, Cody Hartlob, Jeff Halligan. Row 3, Michael Walter, Devin Borden. Row 4, Robbie Kendall and Blaine Heimbach. We'll keep our eye on Jeff Halligan. Can he get the Lelands.com knockout bonus? Here we go. We're going to go green at the Packers concessions chalk line there in turn 4. We're underway.
Good start for Justin Whittall. He'll jump out to the early lead. Halligan already up into third and battling for second with Mike Wagner.
3 wide. Here comes Devin Borden. He's on the move. Borden started outside row number 3 in this one. He's already into third. Whoa, close racing here off of turn number 4 between Jeff Halligan and Cody Hartlob.
Mike Walter also on the top side there. It was close, but Devin Borden, he is on it right now. He's looking to pass Mike Wagner for second on the inside.
Here comes Borden down low, puts a slider on Wagner. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. The Daredevil up into the runner-up spot. Right now, the preferred line is the top side of this racetrack as Michael Walter closes in on Mike Wagner. Side by side into turn 3 for third.
He'll go to the inside. He'll take the third spot away. Slides up in front of the legend of Mike Wagner. He's got the spot at the line as we have just 5 more laps to go.
Mike Wagner now trying to return the favor there in turn 2. Can't do it as Walter has the momentum working the top side of the racetrack. We look at the 5th place car, the 45 of Jeff Halligan. Remember, he was tonight's fast qualifier. Right now, he sits in that final transfer spot as now he's going to be challenged by car number 12 of Blaine Heimbach. Heimbach, look down low. Remember, that's a battle for that final transfer position.
Yeah, Heimbach got underneath momentarily, but not enough to make the pass as we've got just 3 more times around. Justin Whittall out to a comfortable 2-second lead right now on Devin Borden.
Lap times are still in the mid 16-second bracket as Heimbach still keeping pace with Jeff Halligan. This time by, we're going to have a mile to race. Justin Whittall still extending his lead in this one.
Yeah, he's got it out to 2.1 seconds. Mike Walter is in third, Mike Wagner fourth, and Jeff Halligan, he's got some comfortable space between himself and Blaine Heimbach now for that final transfer spot.
Final time around for Justin Whittall. He already has a win here this season. He'll go into turn 3 for the final time as the checkered flag waves, and Justin Whittall will win heat race number 1.
Finishing in second will be the 23 of Devin Borden, third to 77 of Mike Walter, fourth to 55 of Mike Wagner, and the final transfer spot to 45 of Jeff Halligan. So with that, all cars across for heat race number 1. Justin Whittle in the 67 picks up the heat race win. Finishing second in the 23 was Devin Porton. Third in the 77 was Mike Walter. Fourth in the 55 was Mike Wagner. Fifth in the 45 was Jeff Halligan. Finishing sixth in the 12 was Blaine Heimbach. Seventh, the 39 of Cody Hartlob. Eighth, the 27S of Robbie Kendall. Credited with ninth, the 2C of Vince Snyder. And credited with 10th, the 22 of Tanner Brown. This heat race is brought to you by Harshbarger Sub and Malt, serving you in 2 locations, which are in McVeigh and Mifflintown. They serve great food in a 50s mood, and they offer 24 flavors of homemade ice cream and great daily specials, including 50s Night Wednesdays. You can go like them on their Facebook today.
Road number 1 will line up this way to the inside from Gettysburg in the Whitecoach Livestock Self-Made Racing, York Excavating, RV Four-Wheel Drive, and Performance. Car number 48, it's Danny Dietrich. And to the outside of row number 1 from Middleburg in the Smoking Gun Fabrication, Wise Market, Sage Fruits, Bud, Godek, Auto Body, 35K, it's Jake Karkland.
Starting third from Liverpool, PA in the Mountain View Travel, High Tech Metals, Village Square Plaza, C&B Chubby. Car number 11 is TJ Stutz. And rolling off fourth out of Hanover, PA in the Lelands.com First Light Capital Group, Trone Outdoor, Red Robin Gourmet's Burgers and Brews. Number 27 is Troy Wagaman.
Rolling off in the 5th position, the driver is from Wells Tannery in the R&R Motorsports, Matt McGee Motorsports, Thompsontown, Cornerstone Deli, and Restaurant 95 is Garrett Bard. Then to the outside from Newtown in the 410 Enterprises, Fire and Safety Services, Thompson Motor Service, IGA Middleburg, car number 11, it's Mikey Thompson.
Starting 7th out of Landillo, New South Wales, Australia, in the Supreme Poultry Donut Racing 53 is Jesse Attard. And rolling off 8th out of Sunbury, PA in the Spring Valley Mulch, RPM Signs and Lighting, Sean and Scott Garmin, CNC Auto Repair and Towing 19R is Mark Smith.
5th and final row looks like this. To the inside from Selinsgrove in the JDS Motorsports 55S, it's Chris Smith. And then to the outside of row number 5, the driver hails from Bremerton, Washington in the Glenville Station Pub and Grub, Riverbend Venue, Millerstown, Hidden Hoof Hollow Farms, Jennings Racing, 23 of Michael Millard. Once again, 8 laps the distance, top 5 cars moving on into tonight's Greg Hodnett Classic.
So lights are out on the John H. Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck. Danny Dietrich and Jake Karkland make up the front row, and then you've got that 27 special paint scheme run by Troy Wagaman rolling off in 4th. Can anybody pick up the Lelands.com knockout bonus in tonight's heat races? Wagaman set up to do so. Green flag at the Packers concessions chalk line. We are green.
Good side-by-side start. Records Livestock 48, Danny Dietrich will get the jump on the field. Here comes the 11 at TJ Stutz down low. Arden Jake Karkland, he'll move up into 2nd.
Wagaman getting a good run off of 2. He'll duck to the inside of Karkland, battling for the 3rd spot. He'll look to have it off of turn number 4, move the 27 up into 3rd.
Wagaman works the top side. Karkland found the grip down low. He'll drive back by under Wagaman, but can he hold it? Wagaman looking to drive back by. They drag race down into turn number 3. What happens here in 4? Wagaman moves Karkland up the hill.
And Wagaman ran him close there off of 4, but he's got the spot away. He'll hold on to 3rd. Karkland will follow him there through turn number 2 as Mark Smith tries a slider on Garrett Bard. Can't get it to stick as they battle for that 5th spot.
Mark Smith started 8th in this one, looking to transfer in tonight's feature event through the heat race. He'll follow Bard. Bard in the 95 works down low. Here comes Smith with the momentum. He'll close in. What happens underneath the Bobby Rahal scoreboard? Here comes Mark Smith. Oh my, he'll thread the needle down low, and he will take that 5th and final transfer spot as we are halfway. 4 laps in and 4 to go.
Bard didn't look ready for him that time, but he's got a charge down the front straightaway, and he'll slide up in front of the 19R. This is a battle for the final transfer. Smith takes it back down the backstretch.
This is the best race 4 position throughout the top 5. 3 more times around. Bard looking to drive back under. Smith just can't quite do it. Danny Dietrich is still your leader. TJ Stutz running second. In third, Troy Wagaman and Jake Harkland still in P4.
Danny Dietrich, the only driver that last time by in the 16-second bracket. He is the fastest car on track right now. He's built over a 2.2-second lead as he'll see the white flag this next time around.
Dietrich has to negotiate lap traffic, got close. He'll see the checkered flag, and Danny Dietrich, or excuse me, he'll see the white flag. Getting ahead of myself. Dietrich got close there with the lap car, keeps it straight. He'll make his way in down the back straightaway for the final time.
Yeah, he'll see the checkered flag now this time, but he's out very comfortably. He could turn it off and coast from here and pick up heat race number 2. Finishing in second will be the 11 of TJ Stutz. In third is the 27 of Troy Wagaman. Fourth, the 35K of Jake Parkland. And then the final transfer, the 19R of Mark Smith. So heat race number 2 has gone checkers. Danny Dietrich in the 48 picks up the heat race win. Finishing second in the 11 was TJ Stutz. Third, the 27 of Troy Wagaman. Fourth, the 35K of Jake Parkland. And in the 5th and final transfer spot, the 19R of Mark Smith. Finishing 6th, the 95 of Garrett Bard. 7th, the 53 of Jesse Attard. 8th, the 11T of Mike Thompson. 9th, the 55S of Chris Smith. And credited with 10th, the 23M of Michael Millard. This next heat race is brought to you by Buttonwood Campground, located just 2 miles from the Speedway along the Juniata River on East River Road. With over 270 tent and RV campsites, Buttonwood Campground has an atmosphere of mountains, rolling farmlands, and fresh country air to complete your camping experience. Make sure you plan your next trip to the races and camping experience around Buttonwood Campground at www.buttonwoodcamp.com.
Starting on the pole from Harrisonville and the Santa Brothers, Mac McGee Motorsports, Glenville Station Pub and Grub, SCA Incorporated, car number 69K, it's Logan Wagner. Then to the outside, from York, in the Zemco header, Zemco Speed Equipment, Custom Metal Coatings, D&M Truck and Trailer Services, car number 1 of Chase Dietz.
Starting third out of Elverson, PA, in the Moose Meadows, Ames Construction, Charpack Coal and Processing Plant number 35 is Austin Bishop. And to his outside from Port Royal in the Valley Supply, Dryden, Juniata Concrete, SCA Incorporated, car number 5, it's Dylan Sisney.
Rolling off 5th from Kunkletown in the Western Mountain Incorporated, Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews, Denochick Logging, Diamond Equipment Rental, car number 6, it's Ryan Smith. Then rolling off in the 6th position from Royersford in the Sunny Hill Trucking, TC Transportation, Royalton Recycling, Kaufman Financial Group, 17B of Stevie Buckwater.
Starting 7th from Apollo, PA, in the Ferguson Heating and Air Conditioned, Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews, fenced by Maintenance Service, Chernega Construction, car number 2, it's AJ Flick. And rolling off outside row number 4, starting 8th from New Oxford, PA, in the Weaver's Body Shop, Gridiron Pizza, BDI the Auction Guy, Big Daddy's Grill and Chill, car number 33 is Gerard McIntyre.
Final row looks like this to the inside from Hartley, Delaware, in the First State Underground, Crossley Enterprises, Cook Stable, JC Fabrication 24T, it's TJ Grieve. And then in the 10th position from Lebanon in the Adams Auto Sales, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Blue Rock Farms, Key Warranty 99 of Devin Adams. Those are your 10 starters that will make up heat race number 3. So the music that you are going to be hearing throughout the night is a personalized playlist coming from Sherry Hodnett. She gave me a playlist because Greg was very heavy into music in his life, and these are just some of the songs that he adored when he was on this earth. So that is what we're going to be playing throughout the night, is a playlist from Sherry Hodnett. So here we go, Brad. Looks like the John Schaefer Dodge Patriot going to duck into the infield.
Dylan Sisney will have the opportunity to capitalize on the Lelands.com knockout bonus. Starting outside row number 2, he'll have to get by the likes of Chase Dietz and Logan Wagner, though, making up the front row as we look to go green here on heat race number 3.
Good start by Logan Wagner. He lead the thundering herd down to the flag stand. Here comes Chase Dietz down low. He'll head the edge off of turn number 2. Slide job, but hold it. Pause. Caution is out.
Plenty of good racing there on that initial start, but it'll all come back, we'll do it all over again.
So your pole sitter, Logan Wagner, being told you have to be side by side when you come to the Packers concessions chalk line there in turn 4. He has been warned by Port Royal Speedway officials. So lights are quickly back out. We'll see what happens in turn 4. Remember, side by side, wing to wing. Come to the Packers concessions chalk line. Looks good. Here we go. Take 2.
And another good start for Logan Wagner. This time a better start for Dylan Sistey. Chase Dietz, he'll look inside of Logan Wagner. Can't complete the pass. Logan Wagner, your leader.
Here comes Stevie Buckwater. 3 wide for third. Down the back straightaway. Give the advantage for the Royersford Rocket. Ryan Smith trying to follow him through. Close racing here on the front straightaway. Contact between Cisney and Smith.
Man, cars all over the track down the front straightaway. Cisney makes the pass on Smith to get the 4th spot back, but here comes the Kunkletown kid.
Did Cisney try to crowd Smith going into turn 3? Smith trying to take the short way around. Now there goes Austin Bishop to the outside. Austin Bishop now is going to sit in that 5th and final transfer spot.
Man, what a battle that was in the middle of the pack here as they bought themselves a little bit of breathing room here just 2 laps in as Logan Wagner, he's your leader right now. He's getting out to a comfortable 1.7-second lead over Chase Dietz.
Stevie Buckwater still in 3rd. Dylan Cisney in 4th. Bishop in the 35 sits in that final transfer position in P5. This time by, we're halfway, 4 laps in, 4 to go, and Logan Wagner is out to a 1.9-second lead in this one.
Chase Dietz, he's our regular season points leader here at Port Royal Speedway, has put together some good performances, but hasn't been able to visit Victory Lane here yet at the Speed Palace.
Right now, we're still in the mid-16-second bracket. However, that cushion keeps getting higher and higher during these heat races. You remember when we talked to Logan Wagner during Victory Lane, him and Danny Dietrich had some issues after the checkered flag during Wednesday's program. Logan Wagner finished 3rd, and he had some remarks for Dietrich.
Yeah, wasn't happy with what happened after the checkered flag. Lit a fire under him, and that fire converting here tonight. As he sees the white flag, he is flying here in heat race number 3.
Extends his lead to over 3 seconds in this one as Wagner heads into 3 and 4 for the final time. He can see the checker flag, and Logan Wagner will win heat race number 3.
Finishing in 2nd will be the one of Chase Dietz. We'll have a battle for 3rd off of 4, but the 17B of Stevie Buckwater will hang on to it. Dylan Cisney will finish 4th, and in the 5th and final transfer spot, the 35 of Austin Bishop. Heat race number 3 in the books. The 69K of Logan Wagner picks up the heat race win. Finishing 2nd, the 1 of Chase Dietz. 3rd, the 17B of Steve Buckwater. 4th, the 5 of Dylan Cisney. And in 5th, the 35 of Austin Bishop. Finishing 6th was the 6 of Ryan Smith. 7th, the 33 of Gerard McIntyre. 8th, the 2 of AJ Flick. 9th, the 24 of TJ Grieve. And credited with 10th, the 99 of Devin Adams. This next heat race is brought to you by Penny and Bank, the official sponsor of the Kids Money Scramble, coming up at the track on August 3rd. Penny and Bank is redefining banking through personal connections and personalized experiences for their customers, and they provide banking and related financial services in your communities. Check them out on the web at pennyan.bank. Here is how heat race number 4 will go to the post. Starting inside row number 1 out of Myerstown, PA. In the M&M Painting and Constructions, Baps Paints, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, McGrewbid.com, 19M, is Brent Marks. And his outside from Lebanon, Indiana, and the True Timber Camo, JRC Transportation, Nice Crete and Landis, PhilPools.com, number 5, is Spencer Baston.
Starting 3rd from Mechanicsburg in the Hauling All About Racing, Orange Scrape Brewing Company, Bear Hill Gang, Old Milwaukee 5W, it's Lucas Swolf, and then rolling off in position number 4 from Dillsburg in the J J&S Classics, Valley Supply, C&D Rigging, Randy Shearer Plumbing and Heating. Car number 22, it's Anthony Macri.
Starting 5th out of Fayetteville, PA, in the Dogs Custom Glenville Station Pub and Grub, Shears Welding Conduit Connections. Number 12 is Lance DeWeese. And starting 6th from Jonestown in the Moose's LZ, Heavy Equipment Loader and Parts, C&D Rigging, Milton Hershey School is 3Z. It's Brock Zierfoss.
Rolling off 7th from Allenwood in the Fultz Auto Body of Lockhaven, Halp Trucking, White Bread Enterprises, Wing Dynamics, 33H, it's Derek Haugman to the outside of row number 4 from Elliotsburg. And the CNR Excavating, H.R. Boschinger Sons, Perry Collision, Nemesis Clothing Company, 25 of Tyler Bear.
9th and final starter here for the final heat race. It comes from Enola, PA, in the Bruner Service Center, Middleton's Roofing and Siding, Bruce's Speed Shop, RV 4-Wheel Drive, Chet's Trunks, Eric's Tin Shop, 47K. It's Cody Lehman.
This is the final heat race for the Weikert Live.
The final heat race. Here we go. Green flag is out off turn 4.
Marks leads them into 1 and 2. Spencer Bastin to second. Battle for third between Lucas Wolf and Macri. Give it to Wolf. Here comes Zierfoss in the 3Z. Look to go 2 for 1 off of 4. Can't quite do it.
Macri gets the spot back at the line and is going to try to take the top side away, but the caution flag is out as the 47K of Cody Lehman is turned the wrong direction off turn 4. Unfortunate for the driver out of Enola, PA. He has been on a bit of a hot streak here with good multiple top 5 performances here on back-to-back occasions. Was very good on a Wednesday night to get himself inside the top 5, but struggling here tonight. Didn't perform his best in time trials and now facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, Lehman coming into tonight's event has 2 top 5 finishes, 1 top 10. His best finish came here on June 8th. He got a runner-up spot. But like you said, the following week on June 15th, he got a 3rd place finish. And then here on Wednesday, he was able to round out the top 5. So no damage done. He will get the assistance by the push truck, and he will rejoin the tail end of this field. We do have 1 lap in the books. As you can see, the first appearance by the cone here on the front straightaway. The rules are pretty simple. Drivers cannot pass before the cone, cannot hit the cone, or most certainly cannot go below the cone. If they do that, they will be penalized at whatever flag comes out next, regardless if it's the checkered flag or the yellow flag. As the lineup is good, your leader is going to be the 19 of Brent Marks.
Be interesting to see if the 3Z of Brock Zierfoss can put the move on the 22 of Anthony Macri. He did so in the first lap, but Macri was able to get him back. Zierfoss right now in a transfer spot. On the outside of the transfer spot right now, Lance DeWeese sitting in 7th.
So pace starts to quicken here on the front stretch. We're back underway. Marks leads them back down in the turns 1 and 2. Here comes Lucas Wolf, going to challenge Bastion for second, off at 2. But now look at Anthony Macri. Macri has a run down low. He'll go into third. He's not done yet as they make their way off of 4.
Yeah, he shot out of a cannon there, attempting to pass. It was close. They're off of 4 for Brock Zierfoss as Derek Hauk tried to pass for the transfer spot. Here comes Lance Deweese on the bottom.
Deweese down low, missed his mark. Hauk will drive back by as Marks brings him back down. Lance still trying to find some speed, working the bottom side of the racetrack.
Yeah, Lance is going to have to pick up 2 more spots to transfer into tonight's A main. There you have Spencer Baston and Anthony Macri on your screen, sitting in 2nd and 3rd right now. Here comes Lance Deweese again, battling for 6th.
Yep, here comes Lance. He will make that pass on Hauk. Now he has to try to track down Brock Zierfoss for that final transfer spot. Lance rolling right through the middle. Hauk, short slider. They're off for turn number 2, but Lance, he'll drive back by.
Yeah, Deweese was ready for that one. Quickly down the hill and around the 33H. Hauk gonna try his hand again here. Slides up in front of the 12 of Deweese. Completes the pass, but Deweese right back by him and throws the tail right in front of the 33H and takes the line away.
These drivers are on the outside looking in. They have to bring it back in to, like we said, track down Brock Zierfoss for that 5th and final transfer spot as time is starting to tick away. Just 2 more laps to go.
It was a good battle for Hauk, but a frustrating one, you'd have to think, for Deweese, as he's still on the outside looking in, and that helped build a gap between himself and Brock Zierfoss, who's in that final transfer spot, as we're seeing the white flag.
One more time around, it's all Brent Marks in the 19. In 2nd, still Spencer Baston, Anthony Macri in 3rd. Marks makes his way into turn 4.
Brent Marks is going to pick up the 4th and final heat race win. Finishing in 2nd will be the 5 of Spencer Baston, 3rd the 22 of Anthony Macri, 4th the 5W of Lucas Wolf, and the final transfer spot goes to the 3Z of Brock Zierfoss. So Brent Marks setting himself up well. He'll pick up the 4th and final heat race win. Finishing in 2nd was the 5 of Spencer Baston, 3rd the 22 of Anthony Macri, 4th the 5W of Lucas Wolf, and in the 5th and final transfer spot, the 3Z of Brock Zierfoss. Finishing in 6th was the 12 of Lance Deweese, 7th the 33H of Derek Hauk, 8th the 25 of Tyler Bear, and in 9th the 47K of Cody Lehman. This next heat race is brought to you by Advanced Septic Services, proudly serving as Port Royal Speedway's official portable restroom provider. Advanced provides septic tank cleaning and repairs, portable restroom rentals, and more. Give them a call at 717-789-4548 or reach them online at www.advancedsepticserviceinc.com.
So the first heat race for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models makes their way out onto the racetrack. This is how they will line up. Starting on the pole from Hampstead, Maryland, in the Doug's Garage, WSL Sporting Goods, Frico, Bosley Towing. Car number 21, it's Chad Myers. To the outside of row 1 from Clear Springs, Maryland, in the Chaz Hughes Auto Parts, Noel's Fire Protection, Wise Construction, Leggett Engine Research, 2J of Justin Weaver.
Starting 3rd out of Greencastle in the Langenfelder Mechanical Contractors, Maple Grove Machining, Anthony's Pizza, Ernie D's Enterprises. Number 4 is Gary Stuhler. And to his outside out of Beavertown, PA, in the Middlesworth Potato Chips, Selinsgrove Ford, Kramer Funeral Home, Millwood Kitchens. Number 9 is Hayes Matter.
Rolling off in the 5th spot from Mifflintown in the Yoder Chiropractic, Brandon and Roger Septic, Ashley Yoder Designs, Castor Service Center, car number 7, it's Kenny Yoder. And then starting in the 6th spot from Mifflintown in the Juniata Med Trans, Euro Auto Breakers, Zimmerman Truck Repair, Rubes Refuse, car number 79 of Chase Bousman.
Starting 7th out of Shermansdale in the Red Wing Shoes, Palmer's Automotive, Baker Door Company, HV Mechanical Services, 32J is Sean Jones. And starting 8th, out of Winfield, PA, in the top quality discount heat and oil, Hackenberg's Tree Service, Rough Cut Lodge 61T is Kenny Trevitz.
So we're going to go green this time at the Packers Concessions chalk line. Chad Myers, Justin Weaver, your front row. Here we go. The first heat race of the night for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models is underway.
Good side-by-side start here by our front 2 rows. Hayes Matter, he's going to go to the outside looking to battle for 2nd, but Gary Stuhler right there alongside with him. We'll have 3 cars battling for 2nd.
Look at the Middlesworth Potato Chips, car number 9, Hayes Matter, and he has the momentum. He'll move up into the runner-up spot. We're 3 wide here off of corner number 4. Look at the 21 of Chad Myers.
Yeah, Myers took the space away from number 4, Gary Stuhler, as it looked like maybe Matter didn't get the car to stick in 3 and 4, but he's held on to the 2nd spot as there goes Gary Stuhler past Myers now for 3rd.
All cars out of these heat races will transfer into tonight's 25-lap feature event, as now Sean Jones starting to apply pressure to Myers for that 4th spot, and there goes Jones. He will take that position away off of turn 2.
Yeah, good entry. The car really stuck to the bottom side there to get around the 21 of Myers. Now he's going to go up to the top shelf to see how it works through 3 and 4. It's working well for him as he's moved into 4th.
3 laps are down, 5 to go. It's all Justin Weaver in this one. Hayes Mattern in 2nd, trying to track down Weaver as we're going to be halfway this time by.
Right now, Weaver is leading over Hayes Mattern by 1.2 seconds. The last 2 laps, Hayes Mattern has been faster than the 2J of Justin Weaver, but will it be enough here in the final 4 laps of this heat race?
Sean Jones in that 32J starting to close in on Gary Stuhler for 3rd, and he is right there. He's at the door, side by side here down the main straightaway. Stuhler, he'll hang on to that 3rd spot at the line.
Yeah, Jones turned a really good lap off of turn 2 and then down the front stretch to catch the number 4 of Gary Stuhler. He'll follow him here into 3 and 4. They'll both take to the bottom side. Jones trying to mount a charge. Won't have it. We got 2 more laps to go.
Yeah, Jones got in Stuhler's dirty air and the car got out from under him. As he's still applying pressure to Stuhler. That is a battle for 3rd, but meanwhile, white flag already out. Justin Weaver sees it one more time around.
Yeah, Justin Weaver has been turning some good laps here the last couple. He's gotten back to being faster than that of Hayes Mattern and has opened up to a 2-second lead as he goes into turn 3.
And out of 4, checkered flag is out, and Justin Weaver will win the first heat race of the night for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models.
Hayes Mattern will come home in 2nd. Battle for the 3rd spot down the front stretch here. You can give it to Gary Stuhler, but Sean Jones right there at the end. Chad Myers in 5th. Chase Balsman and Kenny Trevitz and Kenny Yoder round out the heat race. Heat race number 1, gone final for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models. Justin Weaver picks up the heat race win over Hayes Mattern. Finishing 3rd was the 4 of Gary Stuhler, 4th the 32J of Sean Jones, 5th the 21 of Chad Myers, 6th the 79 of Chase Balsman, 7th the 61T of Kenny Trevitz in, and 8th the 7 of Kenny Yoder. This next heat race is brought to you by Royal Beverage. Make sure you stop by to fill your cooler with beverages and ice and ask them about all their daily selections and promotional items for Port Royal Speedway. You can find Royal Beverage on Facebook and stop by at their distributor at 5530 William Penn Highway in Mifflintown.
Heat race number 2 will go to the post this way, starting on the pole from York and the Dryden, Firehouse Sub, Suburban Bolorama, SL Schenberger Dump Truck Service 0. It's Rick Eckert to the outside of row number 1. From Jonestown in the Uglies Kettle Chips, Pioneer Pole Buildings, Tools, etc. Precision Powder Coating 119. It's Brian Bernheisel.
Starting 3rd out of Lewistown, PA, in the Wilson's Body Shop, Clements Racing Engines, Penske Shocks, Fryco Fabrication number 3 is Tim Wilson. And to his outside from Allison Park, PA, in the Johns Towing, River Salvage, Fleming Tire, 1-800-GET-FILL number 48 is Colton Flinner.
Starting 5th from Mapleton Depot in the Barron's Race Engines, Wagner's Excavating, Tim in Body Shop, Penske by JDS D19. It's Dylan Stake. Then to the outside of row number 3 from Carlisle in the Little Tool Truck, Calumet Lawn Service 112 of Brandon Little.
7th and final starter comes from Jonestown, PA, in the Selinsgrove Dental, Ryman Hill Farms, Pioneer Pole Buildings, Diffenbach Kettle Chips. Number 31 is Jim Bernheisel.
All 7 cars making the call here for heat race number 2. Drivers drew for their starting spots for this evening's heat races for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models. As they are side by side, here we go. Heat race number 2 is green.
Eckert with the nose advantage. Flinner into 3rd. Bernheisel. He'll go up top, but Eckert goes there with him, so Flinner will battle for 2nd.
2 by 2 for the top 5 positions down the back straightaway. Here comes Colton Flinner in 48. Looking down low on Bernheisel. They drag race off the turn. Bernheisel's going to hang on to the runner-up spot.
Yeah, Bernheisel with a good run off of 2. Will go through the middle here into 1 and 2. Flinner right underneath him, but not enough there. The D19 of Dylan Stake. He's going to go past Tim Wilson for 4th.
They were 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes Bernheisel. Gets into Tim Wilson. They straighten it out. We stay green.
So right now, Rick Eckert, your leader, out by 1.6 seconds. Then you got Brian Bernheisel, Colton Flinner, Dylan Stake, Jim Bernheisel. Your top 5 as it stands. Here comes Flinner for the second spot in 3 and 4.
Flinner down low, working the middle now, trying to close in. Once again, Brian Bernheisel for that runner-up spot. As we are still in the mid-19-second brackets for the super late models. As Rick Eckert's going to see the halfway sign, 4 laps in and 4 to go.
Things spacing out a bit here in this heat race, calming down at the halfway point as Eckert has opened up to a 2.3-second lead. He's the only driver other than Greg Satterley to have multiple wins here in super late model competition in 2024. Coming into tonight, he is the points leader over Dylan Yoder by 60 points.
We come to 3 laps to go. Rick Eckert out to a straightaway lead in this one. Coming into tonight's competition, Eckert has 2 feature wins. Off to a great start in this one. We have a mile to go here in heat race number 2.
He's built that lead now to over 3.4 seconds over Brian Bernheisel. Colton Flinner in third. The D19 of Dylan Stake has been reeling in Colton Flinner for that third spot, running about 0.2 of a second faster than that of Flinner as we come to the white flag.
One more time around, it's all Rick Eckert in this one. Brian Bernheisel still in second. Colton Flinner in third and Dylan Stake in fourth. No change there as Eckert comes to turn number 4 for the final time.
A good performance for Rick Eckert back in his own car after jumping in the Jacob Julius number 5. He picks up the heat race number 2, a win. Finishing second, the 119 of Brian Bernheisel. Third, the 48 of Colton Flinner. Fourth, the D19 of Dylan Stake. And fifth, the 31 of Jim Bernheisel. All cars across for the second heat race for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models. Rick Eckert picks up the heat race win, finishing second, the 119 of Brian Bernheisel. Third, the 48 of Colton Flinner. Fourth, the D19 of Dylan Stake. Fifth, the 31 of Jim Bernheisel. Sixth, the 3 of Tim Wilson. And in seventh, the 112 of Brandon Little. This next heat race is brought to you by Juniata Beverage. It's time to get slushed at Juniata Beverage. They have multiple flavors of adult slushies available for purchase daily. Juniata Beverage also has a large selection of cold beer by the can, bottles, 6-packs, or case. Juniata Beverage is on Tyson Hill on Route 75 on the way to the Speedway. Make sure you stop by and grab a case for the race.
For anybody that partaked in the raffle items for the Greg Hynett Foundation, they have pulled the winning tickets, so you can make your way down to the Greg Hynett Foundation tables. Once again, anyone partaked into the Hynett Foundation raffle items, they have pulled the winning tickets, so you can go check down there at the Greg Hynett Foundation table. Third and final heat race for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models lines up this way. Starting on the pole from Lewistown in the Amsoil, Asher's Chocolate, Brandon Arroyo Septic Services, Crawl Works, 25K, it's Cody Leiter. Then to the outside from Middleburg in the Selinsgrove Ford Mapco Machine Shop, Blazer Chassis, Rogue River Clothing Company, 63 of Nathan Long.
Starting third from Elliotsburg in the Flickinger's Paws and Claws Grooming Shop, SMF Racing Faust Machine and Tool number 15 is Scott Flickinger, and his outside from Lewistown in the Schmidt's Garage number 11 is Jason Schmidt.
Fifth from Middleburg in the Creekside Auto Sales, Chris Wells Towing, Wrangler Big Ranch Power Sports, Frico Fabrication 0Y, it's Andrew Yoder. Then to the outside in car number 91, you have Trevor Feathers from Winchester, Virginia, and rolling off 7th from Middleburg in car number 24 of Dylan Yoder.
Green flag is out for the final heat race for the Selinsgrove Ford Super Late Models. Look at Scott Flickinger already up battling for the second spot with Cody Leiter. He'll get by in turn 1. We're nearly 3 wide.
See how this shakes out. This is lap number 1. Who is going to lead it? The 91 of Feathers right there in second. Nathan Long in the 63 hangs on, but he loses it there in turn 2. But Feathers got a little sideways there.
Feathers started in 6th, and he got the lead in turn 1 and 2 here on lap number 2. Long, he slid up the track a bit. Flickinger gonna look inside for the second spot. They come together off of turn number 4. They keep it together. Here comes Andrew Yoder.
Yeah, I was going to say, and also look at the 24, Dylan Yoder. He started 7th in this one. He's already up in the 5th. You could throw a blanket over the second place cars through fifth. They're 3 wide off of 4. Wow, look at Dylan Yoder making things work down low in car number 24.
Yeah, he started at the tail of the field. Andrew Yoder using all of Port Royal Speedway as we are 3 wide down the backstretch for the 3rd spot.
3 wide, who's it gonna be out of 4? Flickinger slides up in front of Yoder, sideways, and he saves it. Flickinger saves it, but now here comes the 24 of Yoder. Yoder Nation is wild here in this final heat race.
Andrew Yoder right there with him on the top side. The Yoder boys using the top and bottom of the speedway here to get around the track. Now they'll switch lanes. Andrew Yoder down low, Dylan Yoder up top, sliding for second.
Nathan Long, you have company as he looks to turn back down low of Andrew Yoder. Yoder through the top. Now the other Yoder, Dylan at 24, down low. Oh my, things are heating up.
The 0 and the 24 have been putting on a show for the charge through the field, matching each other bottom and top side as Trevor Feathers, he's out to a solid lead right now with just 2 laps to go. He's got over 4 seconds over your 2nd and 3rd place car.
Yeah, if he had a rear view mirror, he would loving what he is seeing behind him as he will see the white flag this time by. Things starting to settle in at the closing stages of the final heat race of the night, because still in 2nd you have Andrew Yoder and Dylan Yoder in 3rd.
Scott Flickinger's really been having trouble with the car. He's fallen back to the tail of the field. Trevor Feathers, though, in the 91, if only he knew the show that was put on behind him, because he got out to the lead after lap number 1. He hasn't looked back. He's been comfortable, and he's going to pick up the heat race win. Finishing in 2nd will be the 0 of Andrew Yoder. 3rd, the 24 of Dylan Yoder. 4th will be the 63 of Nathan Long. And in 5th will be the 11 of Jason Schmidt. So that wraps up the final Sealands Grove Ford Super Late Model Heat Race with Trevor Feathers picking up the heat race win. Finishing 2nd, the 0 of Andrew Yoder. 3rd, the 24 of Dylan Yoder. 4th, the 63 of Nathan Long. 5th, the 11 of Jason Schmidt. Finishing 6th, the 25K of Cody Leiters. And in 7th, the 15 of Scott Flickinger.
So that will complete all the heat races here tonight, as there are some exciting events coming up. Make sure you tune in on Flow.
So on July 8th, they'll have Castrol Flow Racing Night in America at Lincoln Speedway. And then July 9th and 10th and the 12th and 13th, USAC Mid-America Midget Week will be taking place at Red Dirt. Beloit and Jefferson County also have the Short Track Super Series at Outlaw Speedway on July 11th. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series will be at Speedway 34, Tri-City, and Wheatland on July 11th, 12th, and 13th, respectively. And then there will be the Southern Nationals at Beckley White and Volunteer on July 12th, 13th, and 14th. And High Limit Racing will be back in action on July 13th at Portsmouth Raceway Park. Coming up here in just a moment here at Port Royal Speedway, we will have the redraw taking place here. So the redraw will be taking place here on the flag stand as you see the drivers making their way here now. They're on their four-wheelers or on the back of the John H. Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck.
So we'll head down here to the flag stand. Let's get a couple kids involved here for tonight's redraw. So kids, make your way down here to the flag stand if you can. So we'll get all the drivers up here for tonight's redraw. All right, we'll get underway. Jeff Halligan, make your way on up here. Tonight's fast timer, we'll get him on up here to flag stand.